Tonight on NewsWatch 12 at 6, we're learning more details about a wanted fugitive accused of fleeing a shooting in Northern California. We'll tell you about the charges he's facing in Southern Oregon coming up next. Also on NewsWatch 12 at 6, Zubari's first kidnapping victim testifying in court today, what she had to say about her horrifying encounter with him in 2023. An 11-year-old biker from Rogue River is making waves on social media with a stunt that has everyone buzzing. What he did to go viral coming up.
Watching out for you. This is NewsWatch 12 Breaking News.
We begin this newscast with breaking news tonight. The Humboldt County Sheriff's Office is looking for a wanted fugitive after responding to a domestic disturbance in Redway yesterday. The suspect also has felony animal cruelty charges out of Josephine County. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Haley Gravitt. Sheriff's deputies responded yesterday afternoon to the report of a domestic disturbance with possible shots fired at an apartment complex. They found blood and physical evidence pointing to a disturbance inside one of the apartment units, but nobody was found inside. Reports from witnesses said the people involved had fled that location and had been southbound on Redwood Drive in a white Toyota Tacoma pickup truck. Deputies found the truck parked at a residence in Redway, but were unable to find the suspects. Officials identified one of the suspects as 38-year-old Joseph LaRue of Redway. He's a wanted fugitive associated with felony criminal animal cruelty charges in Grants Pass. He was last seen wearing a dark t-shirt, black and blue jeans, and is believed to be armed. Anyone with information on LaRue or his whereabouts is encouraged to call the Humboldt County Sheriff's Office number seen here on your screen. And also in breaking news tonight, a driver has been charged in the fatal hit and run that killed a cyclist in Medford last Friday. 36-year-old Cassie Cavagnaro is in the Jackson County Jail tonight, facing 5 additional charges on top of probation violation. Cavagnaro is accused of hitting and killing 41-year-old James Thomas. Authorities believe Cavagnaro had been ingesting an inhalant before the accident. Medford police say the van that Cavagnaro was driving left the roadway on South Pacific Highway, entering the bike lane and striking Thomas. Cavagnaro is being charged with manslaughter in the first degree, manslaughter in the second degree, a DUI, recklessly endangering another person, and felony hit and run. This case is being prosecuted by the Jackson County Sheriff's Office. And NewsWatch 12 is tracking another case that's already at trial, and it's in federal court. Today, Klamath Falls, a woman in Klamath Falls told jurors Negasi Zubari kidnapped her and spent the next day assaulting her. We do want to warn the viewers this story contains some graphic language. NewsWatch 12's Jerry Howard has been in court every day of this trial. Jerry, what kind of assaults did the woman describe in court today?
Haley, she described assaults that were brutal, physical, and sexual in Zubari's car and Klamath Falls house he rented in May 2023 when she says he kidnapped and raped her. The woman testified today that during an overnight abduction, Zubari used a gun, taser, handcuffs, and leg shackles to rape and beat her. The woman said Zubari left handcuffs and leg shackles on her except when he was assaulting her, though sometimes using restraints during sex. She told the court that he called her stupid and other insults, saying her name suggested she belonged to a black man. She said he told her he planned to have her gang raped by his friends, but she was not good enough for that situation. The woman said Zubari raped her more than once and in more than one way, and he told her to lick his entire body or he'd hit her. She said she complied because she didn't want to die after a series of beatings. The Klamath Falls woman said, quote, "I found him disgusting," end quote, when testifying about Zubari forcing her to perform oral sex, forcing her to remove her clothing, lick his body, kiss him. And she told how he took video of her on top of him as she thought he had a gun in his hand. She said, quote, "Part of me was hoping I could die." She also testified that Zubari said he wanted an army of kids from other women, saying he wanted to take over and be in charge. She said, quote, "I don't know what he wanted to take over. I think it was just part of the delusion." Zubari slightly smiled as he watched the woman walk into court today until he saw me looking at him and the smile stopped. His lawyers plan to show the sex video in court to suggest she consented. Again, she said she only went along with it because she was afraid to die. The woman said he released her under death threat if she reported him, which she did, as we told you at 5. More coverage is online at kdrv.com. Haley?
Jerry, thank you. Also on the Crime Watch, the College of the Siskiyous went on lockdown today after getting reports of a man with a weapon. Police received a report of a man walking on Bear Trail and pulling a firearm out of his waistband. The school went on the lockdown and police started investigating. They found that the man was near the college but not on campus. Police then searched the campus and nearby areas but did not find the man. The school then lifted its lockdown. On to the fire watch tonight. The cool and rainy conditions are showing good news for fire season. Fire danger is now low for both Jackson and Josephine counties, but there are still some regulations to follow. Here are some of the rules to keep in mind. Debris burning still not allowed. Campfires are allowed on private property and designated campgrounds. Of course, a full list of all the regulations can be found on our website, kdrv.com. And over in Klamath and Lake counties, the fire danger level is shifting to moderate at midnight tonight. This change is because of the cooler temperatures and increased humidity. The public is still urged to be cautious when on public and private lands. And right now, wow, just a stunning view here brought to you by Mount Shasta. This view brought to you by the Mount Shasta Resort. Beautiful rainbow rolling in here. And normally what happens with rainbows is that we saw some rain, which is something, Matt, that we haven't really been able to say in a while.
Yeah, it's been a very warm and dry start to October. That all kind of changed today. Again, here's another view of that rainbow. It was a lot more vibrant a bit earlier, and you can see in the distance the Mount Shasta with a dusting of snow up on top as well. We did have a photo taken from earlier when it was more vibrant. You can find that on our Facebook page right now, our NewsWatch 12 Facebook page. Taking a look at the satellite and radar imagery, there is a shower and it is starting to weaken, and that is why that rainbow is starting to fade as the rain kind of is lightening up a little bit. We do have some more spotty shower activity in the region. We'll keep at least a slight chance for a shower into this evening and tonight, but expect rain and higher elevation snow shower activity to pick up tomorrow morning. This is the next storm system off to the north and west that will dive south overnight and then into the start of our Thursday. Right now, 63 in Medford, it's 57 in Montague, 53 in Klamath Falls, and 60 in Brookings. Feeling very fall-like out there today. So we'll keep the potential for some showers tonight, but do expect the rain and higher elevation snow to ramp up into tomorrow morning. Temperatures even cooler than today, well below the average for this time of the year. And then we'll be tracking some very cold temperatures into Friday morning. We have freeze watches in place for our west side valleys. I'll have more details on those colder temperatures. We'll talk additional rain and snow amounts as well coming up in just a bit. Haley?
Matt, thank you. On to your voice, your vote. Today is National Voter Registration Day. Unfortunately for Oregonians, the deadline to register for this year's election was yesterday, but Californians still have 5 days left to register. To find where you can register, head to our website, kdrv.com. And speaking of our website, our election page is officially up and running. You can head to kdrv.com to find all of the information you need to know about the upcoming election and how you can be prepared to head to your polling place. We have an in-depth look into both Oregon's statewide measures and California's statewide propositions. You can also find a list of races for Jackson, Josephine, Klamath, Curry, and Lake counties, as well as Siskiyou County. In Josephine County, an 11-year-old from Rogue River is making waves on social media with a stunt that has everyone buzzing. The 11-year-old shared a video of him jumping his dirt bike over the roof of a restaurant in Grants Pass, and it's gone viral. NewsWatch 12's Samantha Gadera has the details.
You see this building right behind me, and you see the top of it. The very tip top, a local kid rode his mountain bike across the roof, down the hill, and into the street. Can you imagine how he did that? I sure can't, but take a look. 11-year-old Lynx is on top of a Grants Pass restaurant, making the stunt look easy. Now let's slow it down so you can really see this daredevil in action. This jump took place at the Sizzler on 7th Street in Grants Pass, and it's no small jump. Lynx leaps from an estimated height of 20 to 25 feet. This video was posted just 3 days ago, and he already received 324,000 views, 7.5K likes, and almost 250 comments, ranging from shock, support, and concern. And most of the concern has to do with how he was able to cross such a busy street. As Grants Pass locals know, 7th Street is quite a busy area. And speaking to Sizzler, they were unaware of this stunt at the time it happened and believe it was early in the morning before they opened, explaining the empty street. Lynx continues to post stunts like this on his social media. Motocross is a huge passion here in Southern Oregon, with many young riders looking up to local legends like Lynx and his late father, who passed away in 2014, who was also involved in the motorbike sport. Reporting in Grants Pass, Samantha Cadera, NewsWatch 12.
And happening now, Medford City Talks are continuing tonight at Roxy Ann Winery. It's a chance to get to know Medford Mayor Randy Sparacino and the City Council. You're looking at photos from last night's City Talk at Common Block Brewery. Tonight's event will be for City Wards 1 and 4. And tomorrow, October 17th, is International Great Shakeout Day, the largest earthquake drill in the world. This is a day where schools and workplaces across the country prepare and practice for natural disasters. In Jackson County, the county's citizen alert system will be sending out a test alert to the community. The county says that the alert will be sent out at 10:17 a.m. tomorrow through text, call, and email. And we're now over 2 weeks into our 34th annual Coats for Kids campaign, and we've already seen so many caring donations coming into our barrels, getting filled to the brim in some locations. The partners at Fred Meyer in Klamath Falls and in Grants Pass tell us their barrels have been overflowing with your support. If you have a new or gently used children's coat that you'd like to give, you can drop it off at one of our more than 50 donation barrels in Jackson, Josephine, and Klamath counties. If you're wondering where the closest barrel is to you, head to our website, kdrv.com. We have a list of all the locations for you. You can also donate to this campaign online or by sending in a check. We are accepting checks sent to KDRV at the address seen here on your screen. Donations at kdrv.com are also welcome. We do want to thank all of our viewers for all the support that we've gotten so far and for the last 3 decades.